Okay, I've reviewed a couple air purifier type devices before. It's a HAMSWAN Ultrasonic Aromatherapy Essential Oil Diffuser. Like I say, I have reviewed other essential oil diffusers, including ultrasonic ones before. This is a 100 milliliter capacity model. You can get these sort of things in various sizes. Some can hardly take any capacity, some can take huge capacity. Most are around the 100 to 150 milliliter capacity mark. So this is pretty average sort of size. It's not too small. It's not huge either. It's nice and small and portable. And the capacity, in case you're not used to these sort of products, what that is, it's the amount of water it can hold at a time. So you can put in up to 100 milliliters of water in this at a time, and then put up to about 5 drops of essential oils in it. So it's recommended about 3 to 5 drops of essential oils. And the capacity, like I say, is 100 milliliters. Now I'm going to show you this closer up in a minute. Don't worry if you can't see it very well. I'm going to show it to you closer up, tell you a bit more about it, tell you what comes included in the box. Then I'm actually going to show you the product turned on, and also because it is a lit up one, it does light up with lights. I'll turn off the lights as well in this room and show you it lit up in the dark as well. Then at the end I'll give you my opinions on it and if I actually recommend it or not. This comes in two styles. There's this one is almost kind of like a beehive look, a bit of a cone type of look to it. Then there's one that's kind of, it's hard to describe, but it's shaped a little bit differently. It's kind of a bit more like an old lampshade shape. This one is a bit more of a modern feel to it, I feel. And its power is 11 watt. It's 11 watt power. It has 14 color modes, including solid colors or alternating between 7 different colors, which is pretty cool. Or you can select the particular color you want. It has a 3-hour timer. It's whisper quiet, and not all of these are, but this is whisper quiet. It's nice and quiet when it's turned on and operating. As you can see, it's easy to operate and fill. You'll see that in a minute when I show you it, when I show you the inside and tell you how to fill it, things like that. You will see that it is very easy to operate and fill. And there's only 2 buttons you need to worry about. There's only 2 buttons on it, 2 at the front there. There's one on the left which is marked very clearly light, and the one on the right is marked very clearly mist, which is basically for the timer functions and the strength. And then the one on the left light is to select a different colour light or to put it into that mode where it changes and pulsates between different colours. And it is energy saving with an auto shut off after a certain amount of time, which is handy. Now, a lot of products you get will have a very, very short power cord. This has a decent length power cord. It's 5.6 foot power cord, so it has a nice reach on it. As you can see, I've left it wrapped up there. It has a UKN power cord, though if you got this in another country, I'm sure it would come with the correct power cord. But in the UK anyway, it comes with a 3-prong UK mains power supply there. One little end, of course, goes into the device, which I'll show you in a minute on the bottom. Then, of course, the big end goes into your mains power. It has a working time of 4 to 5 hours. So if you fill this with 100 milliliters and a few drops of essential oils, you get about a 4-hour working time out of this, possibly up to even 5 hours of working time before you need to refill it. That is really, really good. I think it's really good that you have this on for up to 5 hours without having to refill it and turn it off, refill it and all that. You get a decent amount of use out of it each time. Its ultrasonic frequency is 2.4 megahertz. Its noise level is less than 36 decibels. It's a very small, lightweight and portable product. It is 100 by 140 millimeters and it's 200 grams. Now, just to show you the size, let me just put my hand there to give you a bit of an idea. As you can see, I haven't got a particularly big hand either. And it is a nicely priced product. In the UK it is about £14. It's £13.99 with a recommended retail price of £60 or £59.99. So what's included in the box? What do you get with this product? Well, you get the main unit itself, obviously. You get the power cord. And you actually get a little measuring jug here. It might not be very clear on camera. You might not be able to see it. but there is actually a groove here, and it does have markings of various levels in milliliters. Don't overfill this device, don't put more than 100 milliliters at a time in here. But it does come with a free measuring jug, which is really handy, with markings on it. Here's a measuring jug. I'm not actually sure if it shows on camera. You should be able to see there's this groove here. And that does have at various points markings. Don't overfill this. Don't ever have more than 100 milliliters in the device at a time. Okay, the only other thing included in the box is a basic little leaflet, which is just a manual with instructions on how to fill it. Let's have a closer look at the product first. Here's the power cord. Now here you can see it hopefully closer up. Now down here you just have your kind of fan, all that sort of thing. The only thing you really need to note is here is a little hole. That is where the power cord end goes into. Then you can put it through here in this little slit tidy as well. Then that's all you need to know is the power, where you put it in, the power little slot, the power plug, the power port is here, actually on the bottom, not the sides like a lot, it is on the bottom. Then to fill it up, you just unscrew the top and lift. Then inside is where you'd fill it, although don't hold it like this, of course. When you fill it, make sure you only have it like this. Only have it like this. Have it flat on a table. Have it vertically flat on a table. Don't tip it, especially when there's water in it. If there's not water in it, then that's okay, here you go. But when you have water in it, don't knock it about, don't tip it over, because it could get into other parts of this and damage it. So make sure you only have it sitting straight like this when you have water or fluid in it. Don't tip it, don't shake it, don't knock it over. Be careful to hold it straight while there's water in it, otherwise you could damage it. Then you just pop it back on once you've filled it. And then at the top is the hole, so don't block that. There's a little slit at the top, that's where the mist comes out. And on the top it just says, caution, don't tilt or shake the main body when there's liquid inside. Then you have a logo here. There isn't much else to show apart from the buttons. That's about it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut away, I'm going to stop this video, and then I am going to, off camera, with turned off, I'm going to fill it with 100 milliliters of water. Then I'm going to plug it in, then I'll start filming again, show you it turned on with the light in the room still on to show you what it looks like in a lit room. Then I'll quickly turn off the light and show you what it looks like in the dark, and to show you just how nice it looks with all the colours, nice and bright. And okay, so I'm just going to cut away, and when I come back it will be filled and turned on. Okay, here we have it turned on. I'll just hit the light button once, and here we are. Here it is on blue, and then it's pulsating to an reddy orange, or orange and then red. Then this will change it to, there you see, gradually faded into purple, faded into blue, and it fades. Now let me just turn the light off 1 second, because I know we've got some other modes and stuff we can try, but I just want to first show you this with the light on. It may not look like the light is on in the room right now. That is because the camera is adjusting its settings to accommodate for the fact that there is now a bright light in front of it. So it might make the room look like it's dark already. It's not. At the moment I have an LED main light in the centre of the room turned on. So this is what it looks like with a light on in the room as best as I can, even though it's sort of the camera's changing the settings to suit itself. Let's actually just turn the light off properly. Just 1 sec. Okay, now the main light in the room is off. There is no light source apart from maybe a bit of light leakage coming in the window from the street lights outside, but it is pretty much a dark room with the only light source now is the light from the diffuser, the oil diffuser. There it is, cycling through colours. It is actually quite bright. It's quite bright, but yet it's kind of got this smoothness to it. So if you look at it, it doesn't hurt your eyes like on some lights. It is actually a very smooth, relaxing look. The camera probably isn't going to do this justice, because I don't really know how well this is going to look, especially since I'm only looking at this from a 3-inch screen on the back of my camera. It won't be till I edit this video on a computer with a bigger screen I'll see how well it turned out. But I doubt this camera is really doing it justice. But it is bright. It is got quite a glow. Some I've seen before don't have very strong light source, so it doesn't actually light up a big area, only light if you look directly at it. This one actually lights up a large area. It's lit up right over here, right across off camera to the left. It's a huge area. It's lit up really brightly, whereas one I've used before, you have to look directly at it to see there's a light at all. It doesn't actually illuminate any of the room or its surroundings. This does. So it's nice and bright, but you can look directly at it. It doesn't hurt your eyes. It's nice and smooth and warm, and it's really relaxing. Definitely very nice how this is bright yet not sore on the eyes, not hurt. It doesn't hurt your eyes to look at it. It's nice and smooth and relaxing yet bright at the same time. Definitely the best light I've seen on a oil diffuser so far. Let's just try some of the other buttons. I've turned the mist on. I don't know if you can see it on camera. I think you can. There's a strong mist coming out the top now. So you can actually use this just as a light, which I didn't realise before the first time I used this. When I first got this, I didn't think you could use just the light, because you can't normally on diffusers. And diffusers, normally if it's on, the light you can turn off and have just the steam coming up. But with this one, you can actually use the light and have the mist off. Whereas on others, you can have the mist on and the light off, but not the light on and the mist off, if you see what I mean. You can have it either way around here. So that's good that we can have an option of just the light and no mist, or just the mist and no light, or both. That is really, really good, and it's a strong mist. I don't know how well you can see that on camera. This is one of the strongest mists I've seen from diffusers I've used. It has a green LED there turned on, if you can see it. That shows that the mist is on. It wasn't on with just the light. Let's hit the light button again. Okay, I hit it once and it was green because it's already green. I've hit it again. Now it's on purple. I kind of have a purple blue. Hit it again. Now it's more of a light blue. Hit it again. It's on green. Hit it again, it's on a brighter sort of green. Hit it again, it's on a deep, dark red, almost like a blood red, I'd call that. It's really a dark, sinister red. So that might be good if you want watching a horror movie or something, but perhaps not the most relaxing of colours, but I like it. I like that deep red, especially if you want to just use this as a light or something and you're watching a horror movie. It could be very, very atmospheric. Then press it again, it's slightly brighter red, but not by much. Then we have like a light purple, kind of like a lilac almost, I should say. Then a bright purple, and back to green. Then we're cycling through them again. There's almost a white there, and that's off. So there is 14 colours. This is what the first option, which is a cycle. This cycles through different colours, and then you can press it and cycle through single colours, or keep going until it turns off altogether. There it is, off altogether. Now the only light is the light from the mist. We can press that again to change the mist mode, and to show it's on a different mist mode, it has a red LED. Back to normal mist mode, or off. So we have 3 different mist modes. I think I mentioned earlier there is 3 different mist mode options, or off. Let's turn the light on. There we go. There we go, there it is on a solid light colour with no mist. Because there's no mist and it's just being used basically as a light, as a kind of relaxing atmospheric light, there's no mist coming out and there's no green light. If we hit this, it'll have a green light to show that the mist is on, plus you'll be able to see it. Then you can press it again for the next mist mode, and then a third time for the next mist mode, or hit it again and it will be off. I really like how this can be used just as a light. So you can just use it as a light, or you have mist as well, and you don't have to have the light. If you just want to use it as an oil diffuser, you can have the light off altogether or have it cycling. I really like this. This is my favourite diffuser that has a light. There is another one I use that has a solar panel on it, and that is overall my favourite diffuser, but it doesn't have any atmospheric lights. There's no relaxing lights. It's just in fact there's no lights. So that is really in a different sort of category. But of the ones that have a relaxing light, this is definitely the best. I love it. It's so bright yet relaxing. So many different options, so many different modes on the mist as well. It is just absolutely great. Let me just turn the light back on in the room. Okay, the only unfortunate thing is you can use this just as a light, but they say don't have this turned on, don't have the power turned on without any liquid in it. I'm not sure why if you're just using it with the light and the mist mode off, but they say to have water in it and don't turn it on without water in. So that's a bit strange, but if you want a really calming, relaxing light on your diffuser, this is really, really great. Because I used another one and it had different colours and it would even cycle different colours, but it was like on the top of the lid and it didn't actually illuminate any of its surroundings or the room, because it is so weak and so smooth that you wouldn't know it is on unless you look directly at it. Whereas this one, if you have the light off in the room anyway, you know it's on because it's really, really, really quite bright. It's very illuminating and it lights up its surroundings. As you probably saw in the video, it lit up the white background behind it and the desk. Whereas the other one I reviewed previously, it wouldn't have done that. It wasn't bright enough at all, so it wouldn't have actually illuminated any of its surroundings. So this one is absolutely great. Bright, yet you can stare at it, it doesn't hurt your eyes. It's just done so well. I really, really like it, and I really, really recommend it if you want a good 100ml oil diffuser with relaxing lights. This is really it. This is absolutely great, and it's such an affordable price at $13.99. It's £14. It's really great, and it's going to be worth it. I really, really recommend it. Please like and comment on this video, and if you could do me a huge favour and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as it just takes a few seconds and will help me out a lot. Also, if you're watching this as a review on the Amazon product page, please hit the useful or helpful button along with this video. That will help me out a lot too. Thanks for watching.